This decision follows an in-depth investigation, of 2 tax rulings issued by Ireland to Apple. We concluded that they gave Apple a selective advantage over other companies. It artificially reduced Apple's tax burden over 2 decades. This is illegal under EU state aid rules. Apple now have to pay the unpaid tax of up to €13 billion plus interest. Member States cannot give unfair tax benefits and thereby selectively favour certain companies. EU state aid rules keep the level playing field in the single market, and they ensure that companies can compete on equal terms, and it protects European taxpayers. The state aid decision on Apple does not call into question Ireland's general tax system or its corporate tax rate. It is the responsibility of the Member State to make sure that national tax legislation, which is 100% a national issue, is upheld at the same time as what we have decided in common in EU state aid rules. Apple Sales International's head office had no employees, no premises, and no real economic activity. It existed only on paper. Therefore, there was no factual or economic justification to allocate almost all of the company's profits to the head office.
Ms Vestager, global corporations of unprecedented size are making unprecedented profits but are avoiding paying taxes on those profits on an unprecedented scale, thus forcing an ever-increasing tax burden on small companies and on individual taxpayers in countries rich and poor right across the globe. Ireland should do the right thing and accept that it has been involved in behaviour that is not in keeping with those that sought so bravely to make our nation a reality. However, we should not change our ways because we are being told by the Commission. We should do it because it is the right thing to do. In the same way as we shouldn't borrow to burn, as is demanded by another arm of this institution, the ECB, we should say, no way, we won't pay. This morning, Mr Juncker said this Commission is delivering on tax avoidance/evasion. I find it difficult to tell the difference. You, I believe, Commissioner, but your boss I don't believe. Capo di tutti capi, the godfather, as they say in Italy. It's like Al Capone running for president of Italy on the basis he'll wipe out the mafia. Good luck, Ms Vestager. I look forward to the meeting with you and other Irish MEPs on October the 4th, and hopefully Fine Gael will have change from their newfound scepticism because it doesn't suit their pocket.
When the EU said €64 billion in private bank debt should be placed on the shoulders of the Irish people, or when you demanded new water or property taxes, your friends in Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil quickly capitulated. When you proposed trade deals with investment courts that would do more to undermine sovereignty than any Commission ruling, your Irish friends proudly say, "We'll champion that for you." But today, the Commission's buddies in Ireland are fighting back. Not in the interest, though, of the Irish people or the Irish economy, but in the interest of the wealthiest corporations in the world and their global web of tax avoidance.
If taxes are not being paid by some, then they have to be paid by others. And that is why it is not fair competition when some Member States hand out selective benefits. This is for all of us. And there is forming a global tax alliance in these years in order to ensure fair taxation, for everyone to participate in paying their fair share, not more, not less, and for all the companies who pay their taxes to see that we have fair competition and that we are willing to work for it. Apple and Ireland have announced that they will appeal, and they are, of course, in their good right to do so. We have a robust decision, and we will defend it in court.
The announced appeal is morally wrong politically dishonest and economically stupid. We have a housing and health crisis in Ireland. Many of our public services are savagely underfunded. €13 billion or even a fraction of it could help solve those problems. Rather than spending Irish taxpayers' money on this appeal, our government should instead be restoring our international reputation by ensuring that Ireland will never again be part of the international tax avoidance racket.